One. Good evening, everyone. Welcome to Improv Chattanooga's weekly November production of Spoon River. I'm your host, Stephen Disbrow, and what this show is we're going to get a word from you guys. Type a word down in the comments or whatever service that you're watching on, and we're going to get a word, and then we're going to go around. We're going to tell a story, and we're going to tell a bunch of stories, and all part of this life in this little town called Spoon River. So let's see here. Let me get the. Let me see if we've got any words over here. Nothing there. No. Here we go. Well, all right. We have a suggestion from Randy Wagner to start our first story. And that word is orange. And we'll start with Al. Are you spotlit, Al? Hang on a second. Here we go.
So, hey there. My name is Joey, and I'm from a band you probably haven't heard of us called Orange. We're a great band based mostly on the color orange. And the next place on our tour is a beautiful little town called, what was it, Steve? Spoon River, I believe. And I'm very much excited to take the show to Spoon River, although slightly concerned about the level and the amount of pyrotechnics that we're bringing with us, because usually we're bringing the stadium kit, so that's a concern. Am I still spotlighted? Okay.
Yeah, sorry about that. Next.
Michigan Pete. What I do, well, I look for the biggest sucker in the room. I identify that sucker. I challenge that sucker to a game of poker. Doesn't matter the hand they want to play. Omaha, 5-card stud. Had one guy who tried to house rule me. He came up with his own brand of poker, and I beat him mercilessly. The secret for Michigan Pete, the secret for any gambler. You come in with an overwhelming sense of confidence, of bravado. You might not win every time, but you win enough, just as long as you're willing to push just far enough to get those cards right, to get that roulette wheel right. If Keno's your thing, you push hard enough to get that Keno card right. Whatever. Confidence.
Hi, my name's Susie. I'm shy. I don't get out much. I kind of engross myself in books and movies. I love watching movies. You can escape to like a completely different world. I mean, have you ever watched a movie and just thought, oh, I could do that? I did that. I did that in high school. I watched Bring It On and thought I could be a cheerleader. That didn't work. But I was recently watching Queen's Gambit on Netflix and thought I could learn to play chess. That's not going very well either. But I watched 21 with Kevin Spacey about counting cards and like going to casinos and stuff. That sounds really, really exciting. We don't have any casinos here in Spoon River though. So maybe I can convince a friend to play with me. But I mean, I say that I don't have any friends. So maybe my teddy bears might play poker with me one day. Who knows?
Oh, nope. Wrong. There.
Still.
Sorry.
Okay. Here's the bad news. We at Spoon River are broke. We are struggling. I have been trying to balance the books for almost a year now, and I'm not seeing a lot of obvious ways out. I mean, we are screwed. As much as my name is Bob Goodfella, I'm trying to come up with something creative. When they elected me mayor of Spoon River, I thought to myself, I can do this. I can deliver for the people, but these citizens don't seem to want to cooperate. So we're going to have to come up with something a little daring, a little outside the box. And I'm just really looking for whatever that idea is going to be. As long as it's fiscally responsible, family friendly, and doesn't offend any of our citizens whatsoever.
Oh yeah, it's on me, right? All right. So my name's Morty. Hey, how you doing? I really don't know how this works. I don't know if I'm too close. Well, I feel more comfortable this way, right? All right. So I'm a guy that doesn't really have a solid job. So I'm here in Spoon River on a sabbatical. So you say, I'm trying to see what's happening here. They got the cool band, something orange, I don't know. And they don't have casinos here, but they do have these underground poker tables run by this guy, Michigan Pete. Yeah, he's a weird guy. He walks into the room and he screams out, "I got the biggest bravado in here!" And everybody's like, "What's up with this guy? What's wrong with him? He didn't, take his medicine this morning. What's happening?" So it was weird, but the guy's a hell of a poker player. So I'm mixing in the matching, seeing what's happening here in Spoon River. I'm enjoying it so far.
So we arrived yesterday morning, and we got put in this nice little sort of, I guess it's a hotel. It's more of just some guy's house, but the guy wasn't home, so the band, we all slept there, and we're really excited to do the show tomorrow night, the big Orange show. It's gonna be great. I don't think they have a big enough venue, but apparently Steve-O, our manager, he's gonna talk to the mayor and see if he can, sort something out. In the meantime, I guess we're just gonna chill out, me and the band, and play some cards and just enjoy ourselves a little bit. But it's gonna be quite a show. I hope we have some fans here in, where was it, Steve? Spoon River. Quite excited. It's gonna be. I don't know if they're ready for us, but yeah, we're gonna play pretty loud. I think we'll be the loudest thing ever to come through Spoon River.
Yeah, Bobby Goodfella. That's a mark if you ever saw one. He's true to his name. He's a good man. He really is trying. Boy, it is so easy to take advantage of him. Like, perfect example. All right, so a couple of years ago, I brought up to the tourism board that Spoon River should be the capital for competitive Yahtzee. Now that sounds ridiculous, and you're right, it's completely ridiculous. But remember what I said, come in with bravado. I walked into the room, I said, I have the biggest bravado in this entire town, and I think you should make competitive Yahtzee a thing. And Goodfellow, being someone who was really fond of the idea of morals and such, bought it hook, line, and sinker. We even had a tournament here, invited some people from out west to come play competitive Yahtzee. It was a bust, but I made a few bucks here and there from the underground poker scene as a result of that.
Have you ever seen someone just walk down the street at like a complete stranger and just fallen in love with them? I think that happened to me the other day. That there's this band that have come to Spoon River. Never heard of them before. I think they're called Orange, but they bullet point it. Like there's a period between each letter, so maybe it is Orange. That's ridiculously long. But anyway, there's a guy called Phil, and he has got the most beautiful hair ever. And I googled him. That there's so many pictures of him with his top off, and like he's just a specimen of a man. And so I decided to do what I usually do, and watch movies to kind of get some inspiration on how things happen in real life. So I watched Orange County, and that seemed to be about making friends. But then I watched Orange is the New Black, and that is definitely a TV series that helped me figure out how to make friends. So I realized what I need to do is I need to just go up to him and say hello. And who knows? Like who knows? He might be interested in a 31-year-old lady who still thinks that it's cool to play with teddy bears. Who knows? Like
Yes, yes, the concert. That was what we like to call a lost leader. I knew that it was going to take them a lot to come here, but my thought was that once we got them here, we could talk to them about maybe getting the rights to their music. We don't have money, perhaps, as you would say, but maybe there's some way we didn't really think of. I hate to say it, but the team has looked into some different manners of making funds in the past. We dipped into it was a game of skill. It was not a game of chance. It was Yahtzee, and I didn't think it was possible, but a guy came in. He presented it to me, and he said, on demand, he could roll 5 dice in a row, and I asked him to do so, and he got 3. And that's pretty close. So I just kind of went with it. But I like to think that, unlike my family name, we're going to stay out of that world. And maybe we can find a more above board solution to try to get everything together and get the town a resource that we can draw on.
Yeah, so let me tell you this story. All right, so they used to have like these Yahtzee tournaments in this town, I heard, and apparently the mayor, he's a good fella, and he was at the tables at one of these underground little, it was a tournament though. It was weird because they were advertising it, but it was underground. It was illegal, but hey, go get the people there and they make the money, right? So I'm at one of these tables. So I'm there with got the biggest bravado in the room. That guy, remember when I said earlier, him? So he was there, and then it was the good fella guy, and then it was the dude from Orange. The group is really really cool. But the strangest thing happened. Aside from we was playing poker and the mayor wanted to play Yahtzee, that was weird. But we went with it because he's the mayor. But so we were playing, and this girl walks up, or I should say woman, but she had pigtails in her hair. It was weird. And she went up to Phil, the guy from the band, and she said, will you be the Alex to my Piper? I don't know what that meant. It was weird. My buddy told me later on that it had something to do with Orange is the New Black. I don't know what that is. Some show, I don't know, but it was weird. And he didn't know how to react. He was like, yo, why is she coming up? Why is she coming up to me? Oh,
So-
was I off?
Yeah.
I've been
Oh, my
thinking about the next big score. What's the next big thing that I'm going to do? And it's not about making money. Money's nice, don't get me wrong. But there are a few things that are much nicer than money. Prestige is nicer than money. Power is nicer than money. Respect is nicer than money. I kind of want to get all three of those things, and I want to get them all in one fell swoop. So I've been thinking, what kind of con can I run on these people to get all of that? I'm thinking I may need a little bit of assistance because, sure, people don't necessarily distrust me, but if you have a second person on, then it gives people the illusion of choice. It makes people think, oh, if I don't like the way this guy is going, I go for the other guy. And the thing is, just like with the left wing and the right wing, both part of the same bird. So I'm thinking, find me a fellow beardo. The two of us go in on a scheme. But wait for it, a scheme to help other people. Huh? Huh?
So, this guy, he's kind of a beauty guy. I think his name was Michigan Pete.
Oh, freeze! Let's see that scene.
Hey, welcome to the Orange Tour Bus. How can I help you?
You don't know who I am, do you?
No, sir. I don't even know what state I'm in.
That's not a bad thing. You know what? That allows you a certain amount of leverage. I know exactly who you are, though.
Oh, you do you? Go on.
You're from the band Orange, aren't you?
Yes, I am.
You're one of the biggest...
Orange. Please pronounce it correctly.
Of course, my apologies. Well, you're one of the biggest things to hit this town since, well, sliced apples.
This is where you got this. They came from here?
Well, partially here. We share that claim with Steubenville, but...
Wow. Do you have any with you?
Well, I've got apples.
Could
I've got a switchblade.
Wait, so that's the secret. Anyway, what did you want?
Well, Phil is your name, right? Phil? Am I right?
That's my name. Phil from Orange.
Well, Phil from Orange. I think I got a little proposal for you. How would you like to leave an impression on Spoon River? And when I say impression, what I mean is you do such an amazing spectacle that they build a statue of you right in the middle of town.
Okay, I could get on board with this idea, but the thing is, I don't really like the look of you, Michigan Pete. You seem to me like you might be an untrustworthy guy. If you had someone else with you, then maybe that would give the illusion of choice, but you don't. So, oh, who's this?
Just passing through. Don't mind me.
No, it's you. Go, Mayor.
So we're drawing closer. I've heard the band's already in town, and I hope to meet with them fairly soon. I'm hearing rumblings about some background noise. I don't really know how else to put it.
Freeze. Let's see you meet with the band.
Hello, nice to meet you. Welcome to the tour bus of Orange. I'm Phil. How can I help you today?
Hi, Phil. Thank you for having me in your tour bus. It's very nice.
Do you like the pictures?
I do like. I do. Well, not that one. That woman doesn't seem to have much clothes on.
That's my mother.
Well then.
And my dad.
Yeah.
And I don't know who the other guy is.
So, how old are you?
I am 75 years of age. I've been doing this a long time.
Yeah.
Longer than the Stones.
That is odd that picture is 76 years old. But I appreciate you showing it to me.
You want a sliced apple?
Oh, you've already taken to our customs. Well, that's...
Oh, these are the... Oh, yes. A fella came to the van. He made me a nice offer I couldn't refuse. They're going to build a statue of me in the middle of this town, so that's great.
Really? A man
I
told
think he
you
said it was made of gold. Sorry, do go on.
a gold statue of
I
you.
think so. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, that's very nice of him. Was he part of the team here? Because we may not have gold statues in the budget. In fact, we were going to see if maybe you would lower your asking price to maybe 0.
That's funny. No, it has to be gold statue.
I see.
So I've noticed that a lot of people walk towards the band's tour bus, and they go in for a period of time, and then they come out. I guess that's the nature of going into a tour bus. But I haven't picked up the courage to knock on. I mean I haven't been invited. Why would you do that? But I was walking down the street the other day, and there's a really I'm gonna say peculiar man just sat on a bench watching people go by. He has the most I'm gonna say gorgeous laugh. He looks I don't want to guess his age, but he looks pretty old. But I'm wondering whether I should go make friends with him. I watched The Intern the other day, and there's like
Let's see that meeting with the guy on the bench.
Can I sit next to you? Do you want company? Yeah. You sir. Hi. I'm Susie. You new here?
No, I've been here about a couple months. Pleased to meet you.
Hi. Nice to meet you. Can I say you've got the most gorgeous laugh ever. I hear it reverberating off the buildings late at night.
Oh yeah, that's me. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Yeah, they call me Dirty Santa Claus.
Oh, okay. Is that after the Billy Bob Thornton movie, or is there another story with that?
Nah, 'cause my beard is now white.
Oh. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. The Dirty Santa. What's your real name though?
Oh, it's Morty.
Morty. Oh, that's lovely. And
Oh, thank you.
do you can I be your friend? I don't have any friends. Can I be your friend?
Am I being punked?
No. I'm Susie. I live down the street, and I don't have any friends, and I just thought someone with such a beautiful laugh like you surely wouldn't turn down someone in need, someone that just needs some friendship.
Yeah, where the camera's at? Where's the camera?
There's no. Well, there are cameras with the tour bus, but there's no cameras here. There's no like.
Oh, you on tour?
No, I'm not. There's a band. There's a beautiful guy.
I know you.
You know.
I was playing poker the other day, and you came up. It was you. You like the guy from the Orange Group.
Yeah, I asked him if he would be my piper. Yeah, that was me. Hi. Sorry. I try not to look. Michigan Pete's always told me that if I come to the underground games that I'm not to look at any cards because apparently I cheat and tell people what everyone else has got.
Oh, yeah, don't do that. You get killed. Hey, listen, you crazy. I like that. That's cool.
Okay, crazy isn't normally a good thing in my house. But yeah, okay, if it's a good thing, then great, yeah, okay.
Yeah,
cool.
Yeah, so you gotta...
Freeze. Next, back to Michigan Pete.
So one of the bad things about bravado is occasionally you lose track of what you're doing. And you make someone a promise that you maybe can't keep. Like you promise someone that you'll drop them a couple $1,000s, or you promise you'll get someone on TV, or you promise that a gold statue will be built in commemoration of their concert in the middle of town.
Freeze. Let's
Yes.
see the aftermath of that.
Is that it?
That's it.
It's a little, little.
Oh yeah, it's very small at first. That's because the idea is to catch people's attention.
So the statue is small, but the idea is big.
Exactly. The
What
idea.
about the penis, though?
Well, I was just guessing. Like, that's not actual size. I'm just assuming that that's the proportion of what your penis would look like.
No, can we get something added to that? You got more gold?
I mean, one of the interesting things that, I mean, they don't seem to tell you this in the movies, is that actually if you sit down and listen to an individual and listen to their experiences, then you can actually learn quite a lot. Like sitting with Morty was really fascinating. I think the best thing he told me is that when talking to other people, don't try and read between the lines. Like if what they're saying comes out of their mouth, then trust that. Don't think that there's an agenda. You know, I mean, he was talking to me because I've never like been with anyone before, and so he was giving me some advice, and he was just saying, when men tell you things, that's exactly what they're thinking, darling. That's not a good impression of Morty, but I hope he won't mind. And yeah, I think I'm starting to kind of realize that this town is filled with men and there's not many women out here. So I'm beginning to think whether I like maybe reach out and start like a group to try and get more women into the town, because Morty's really opened my eyes to the fact that this town is a little bit on the penis size, too much testosterone, not enough estrogen. And I've never thought of that before. That's probably because all my teddy bears are female.
Yes, we are aware of our issues attracting women to the town. I like to think that is not a reflection on me. My mother told me it was not. But it did give me an idea when I was, obviously Phil did not agree to my terms of $0. I didn't even broach the idea of getting the rights to his band, but apparently he's happier. Apparently whoever it was, actually did set up a statue, and you kind of had to squint to see it, and a statue is kind of a loose term, and the town did have to add in a full 10 inches of tin to the statue. I'm not sure where they added that, but I'm glad that he's happier. But it gives me an idea. If Phil's worried about those sorts of things, maybe we could get kind of an intermediary. Maybe we could get somebody he would be interested in. Maybe I could reach out to someone, maybe the one female that we have in town.
Hey, Mayor. Hi.
Susie, what a pleasure to see you.
Yes, I think this is the first time that you've actually spoken to me. Hi.
Well, as you know, I'm not very comfortable in being in the same room with a woman that's not my wife. But,
I'm sorry. I didn't mean to bring up your wife.
No.
I know you don't like to talk about the situation when she left.
No, it was a shock to us all when she left for Stupidville. But I'm confident that she's going to return. Anyway, that's not what I have you here for.
Oh.
Susie, you may have noticed that, not to be too forward, but you are right now the let's just say best female in town. You're number one with a bullet in every category.
Oh, okay, great. Yeah. Thanks.
And so we are trying to put our best foot forward to this band.
Oh, Orange.
Orange.
Yeah.
They told me finger guns were back.
Yeah, finger guns, but you have to. It's Orange, not Orange.
Oh, I'm sorry. Yes, my secretary did not have the dots. I'll have to speak to him about that. But anyway, I was hoping that maybe you could act as an intermediary for us. Maybe invite him to perhaps a meeting here. We could see if he would be interested in discussing some business.
You want?
So the mayor has asked me to go and have a business meeting with him. We arrived here 4 days ago for a gig that we still haven't heard anything about. They have built a golden statue and they did fix the penis, so I'm quite happy with that. So yeah, things are actually going pretty good now. I like it here. I did see though, when I was in the park, looking at my statue, wishing it was bigger, there's this old man sitting on a bench there, and he's always there. And I'm sure I recognize that guy.
Freeze. Let's see a scene with him and Morty.
Hey, did you like the new statue?
Hey, man, yeah, don't sneak up on nobody like that. What's wrong with you?
Sorry, I didn't know you were asleep. You've got eyes painted on the outside of your eyelids. It's hard to tell.
Yeah, so people don't mess with me.
Say that again. Say that
So
again.
people don't mess with me.
Wait a minute. Morty?
Yeah. Who you?
Morty, you...
Oh,
you
you
remember...
Phil!
It's Phil!
I remember you, yeah.
Remember? You used to be the drummer and well, it wasn't
Yeah.
Orange.
How things going with that crazy girl?
With who? With who? You're gonna have to speak up, Morty.
Yeah, you and the crazy girl.
Which one?
You and the crazy girl.
Bang, bang, bang.
Freeze.
That's just
Let's
a
cut
rock
to that
joke.
meeting. Let's cut to that meeting between Phil and the crazy girl.
Hello, this is the ORANGE tour bus. My name is Phil. How can I help you today?
You. We met the other day when you were playing Underground Yahtzee.
Oh, with the pigtails, yeah.
Oh, yeah, sorry, I let my hair
Why
down.
are they so obsessed with Yahtzee? I thought I was playing poker and I lost all my money.
Oh, I think they just. I mean, I'm not supposed to know. So.
Oh, it is fun to shout, though. I get it.
Yahtzee.
So, how can I help you?
Oh,
You want an autograph, right?
I'd love an autograph. Yes, can you do my chest, please? And then I'm never going to wash again. Just on my chest, please. Thank you. Oh, you didn't need to close your eye. Oh,
By being punked?
No. I'm. Thank you for the autograph. Thank you. I mean it when I say I'm not going to wash again. You're. Anyway, hi. I'm here as an intermediary. I can't say the word. A middleman. Between. So the mayor has asked that you're really important to us. So ORANGE.
I know. Have you seen the statue?
Yes, and I think there needs to be like another 10 inches added because I've seen the pictures of you on Google and it's still not a true representation.
I thought my Google hits were going up. So, you're a middleman for what?
Oh, sorry. So, as ORANGE is here at Spoon River, the mayor believes that by having you here and maybe keeping you here would bring more women into the town, which means that maybe it'd be a bit more profitable because women spend lots of money and men just seem to lose it in games of poker and Yahtzee.
Or Yahtzee.
Yeah. So I have been asked to come to see if you would have a meeting with Mayor Goodfella. I know.
Well, I'm no politician, but that sounds to me like a sound foundation for a town's economy to me.
bringing women into the town.
Bringing women, yeah.
Yeah, and I can make friends. Like I'm the only woman in the town.
Really?
The only human woman in the town. Yeah.
So the word is the meeting went well. Phil is going to come and discuss with us the next steps. I've been mulling this over in my head over and over again, and I think I've come to a conclusion. I have to live up to my family name. I have to follow my instincts, and we have to find a way to get him to stay in the town, and quite frankly, owe us money.
Mr. Mayor Goodfella, right?
Yes, Phil. Thank you for.
Hey, we met on the bus. I didn't know you were the mayor. You should have said something.
Well, I just, you know, I don't. I try to be casual. You know, I don't care for collared shirts.
Humble mayor. I like that.
Yeah. Listen, Phil, we spoke earlier about perhaps your fee for the show, but quite frankly, I think it's more than that. We've already made
more than zero. Yeah.
Right. We've already made a commitment to you all. We've already built a statue, and that's 6 inches plus 10 inches, and that's
it's a little. I think it's fallen overnight. You might. I don't know. It needs.
Yeah,
like
but it's still standing up on its.
Yeah, it looks weird.
Yeah,
I saw some kids using it as a slide, and that's disturbing.
Listen, I think you should be proud of that. I think, but again, is there?
I don't know. Go on. Anyway, yes.
But what if I propose this? What if you could, the town could owe you so many gold statues, maybe 2 feet. Yes.
Hey! Can I join this conversation real quick?
That's my buddy Morty.
Hello?
You gotta let him in.
Yes.
Hey, Morty.
Yeah.
I'm very
guy. Morty used to be in my band back in the day.
Yeah, listen, I'm here on behalf, this is my initiation into the Michigan Pete's Beard Gang. He's a little skeptical on me joining, so this is me trying to save the day right here. So listen, you notice what we lack in this town is women, right?
Yeah.
Right? We got one. And then and Mayor Bobby, you don't even talk about your wife. Does she exist? Because you talk about one woman. Wouldn't your wife make two?
Again, Morty, I don't. Beside the point. Let's have a festival. Bring the women. We could call it Bring the Women Festival. Or Orange can play, right? Right.
And then we can have a
Morty. You know this. This is why we kicked you out.
You know what I mean? And then we can have a poker Yahtzee tournament, and then the women will come. They love that.
Maybe a couple more gold statues.
Well,
what I love about bringing a drummer like Morty into my inner circle is that drummers will do anything to get your respect.
So hashtag Women Love Spoon River and ORANGE is trending on Twitter and Facebook. Thank you. I just thought you never know. Having an actual concert might be good. It might work. And also I started rooting through my movie collection, and I watched I watched Dead Poet Society, and I watched School of Rock, and like Phil from ORANG is a musician, and like maybe if band plays and then he stays, then maybe they'll open a school back up, because did I forget to mention that Mayor Goodfella closed all the schools down like 10 years ago, and so even though we have children here, they still have to go to Stupidville for their education. And
I stand by the public health measures I took about the schools. Children should be not seen nor heard nor present, and that's how we can all stay safe.
So apparently they closed all the schools here due to some public health thing, and yet there's a ton of them sliding down my. Anyway, so yeah, we're gonna.
Morty.
All right. Thank you, everybody, for coming to this, the Four Seasons. Thank you very much. I'm here to announce a very important announcement. We are going to be having a benefit concert. It's called the Bring the Women to Spoon River. I thought of that name myself, so if you like it, then give me credit. But if you don't, the mayor thought of it. So we want to broaden our horizons, literally. I hope that's not too un-PC, by calling women broads. But the chicks can handle that, right? You're tough, right? With the
Freeze.
Rosie the
Freeze. Over to Pete. Pete.
A lot of enthusiasm. Like a whole lot. And really seriously willing to do anything.
So, my hashtag didn't really work, but there was something like Bring Women to Spoon River or something like that brought hundreds of women to Spoon River. Why I'm in my bedroom with my teddy bears? Yeah, I don't like women. This is why I've stayed in Spoon River. I've realized bringing women to Spoon River was a mistake.
So given that I'm 75 years old, I spoke to the doctor and he says there is no way I'm well enough to play this gig. Absolutely no chance.
We are, I guess it's working. Things are overrun. We are overrun with females. The ORNG has agreed to play as long as we give them credit at the tables. I did not expect to be running a casino. I went to speak with with Susie to congratulate her on a great job. She smells like she hasn't bathed in weeks. But
sorry. Phil, look, he autographed my chest like 3 weeks ago. Why haven't we had a concert? They came here 3 weeks ago.
It's happening tomorrow.
Oh, okay. Great.
Susie,
So it turns out that they got the crowds here for the concert a day early. I don't know why they would do that, but there is a lot of women. I've never seen so many women. I really wish I was well enough to perform, but I'm 75 years old.
Yes, I heard that Phil from ORANGE is planning on not being able to show up due to poor health. Well, that's okay, because bravado will fix everything. It's just someone else may have to display that bravado other than Phil from ORANGE.
Oh, I was adjusting my mic. Don't worry. Alright, so thank you for coming to this press conference at the Hilton Square Cemetery and Crematorium. They're accepting new bodies every day. And so what I want to say is a big apology to everybody. We couldn't bring the concert together. We couldn't get enough women. I don't know if something was happening and getting the message out there, but we tried. But the women didn't come, so we couldn't have the concert, That's what she said, right? What? I can't
Over to
say that.
Susie.
So I'm back out. I'm back out again in the streets of Spoon River because someone, I won't name any names, sent a tweet to say that ORANG had moved on to Stupidville. So the women, they've left the town, but Phil isn't looking very well. I think I know I said I'd like to keep him here, but I fear that keeping him here might mean like he croaks and he ends up in the cemetery. But I mean, hey, Mr. Goodfella, hi. He's not well. He is not well at all.
Susie, where are all the women?
They left. I think you I think they heard the story about your wife and decided that Spoonville wasn't a safe place to stay in Spoon River. Why did I say Spoonville? Sorry. They left for Stupidville because they heard the story about your wife and they wanted to go see whether it was true. So they've gone there to meet her in person. Was that too much information? Sorry. Morty told me that I should speak.
Yeah, I've noted that Morty is doing press conferences. Please tell him that no one has hired him to do that. Listen, the band is still here. I don't know where these rumors came from. So if you could just get them to come to the festival, we can still get them to the tables. The town is depending on it.
So you want?
Oh, they're gonna force me to play the concert. We got in the bus and we drove as fast as we could, but all the women just came following. It was horrible. So many died. And we turned it around and they're gonna force me to do this festival. And I think, frankly, I don't know if I can get through it.
Well, I mean, I know, but I mean, Michigan Pete does look like you. You're right. So
He looks like me.
yeah, like you both got beards, and we could give him a wig. Like he's got so much
I
confidence.
don't trust that guy. Maybe if he had someone with him, I could trust him more. This is my legacy. Well, the statue's kind of my legacy now, but that's all janky and it's got kids on it. It's weird.
It might be your former legacy, Phil, from ORANGE, but
If it isn't Michigan Pete, Mr. Statue Promiser.
Sorry, he said he was going to stay outside, but come on, Pete. Yeah.
I heard someone calling my name. Phil,
Pete?
you had a long, hard career. We don't want you to die here.
A long, hard career, yeah.
Well, yeah, that too. You don't need to die in Spoon River. Nobody wants to die here.
No.
So, let's see. How
I
close
don't
is
mind the idea of going down at a Bring the Women festival with a golden statue.
Well, I don't know about you, but I get the feeling that if we had someone who looked just enough like you and sounded just enough like you to fool the crowds.
You're not suggesting...
Michigan Pete! Michigan Pete!
That's...
Hey!
Sounds like my buddy Morty.
I'm sorry, I'm here on behalf of Michigan Pete. I did what you said. You know, I held the press conference and I told them, but you know, they didn't come. What's
Wait a
happening
minute.
here?
Suddenly, Susie, now that I see Michigan Pete and Morty in the same room, I'm overwhelmed with trust.
Oh, another person, and yeah. Well, as I said, like you're not very well, and I don't think if you stay here, you're going to survive much longer. So why don't you let us take over?
You've been watching School of Rock.
I've been watching School of Rock. I've been watching.
Morty, you're a drummer. You're the best drummer I ever had. Michigan Pete, I've only heard you shout Yahtzee, but boy, can you shout Yahtzee.
Yahtzee!
There it is.
I think you could carry on the legacy of ORAN.
Hey, wait, write it down. Don't waste your breath. Oh, is he dead?
Oh,
Did he die?
Yeah.
Oh, man.
There have been a lot of rumors, but the show is going on very soon. In fact, it's about to start. But I'm going to do it. I'm going to engage with Phil from ORANGE. That is hard to spell.
Here's the. Let's see the meeting with Michigan Pete pretending to be Phil.
Hey, Mayor Goodfella, how are you?
Phil, that's a fine beard, and that's what I know about you.
Thanks.
Oh, I
My
heard you.
cough's getting better.
I heard you weren't well. Listen, before we have the concert, I was just wondering if maybe you would like to play a friendly game. Just maybe we put some gold statues versus lifetime contract on it.
Don't do it, Pete.
Something's telling me not to do it, but you know what? I like my chances.
Well, I know that Phil from from Orange is
Orange.
It's Orange. But
you're known as a terrible gambler, but I like my chances too. So maybe one hand, winner takes all.
one hand sounds really good, and then we get to work on that concert, huh?
That sounds just fine.
So it's the talk of the town. Apparently it was best out of 3, and then it was rock, paper, scissors, and then it was an arm wrestling competition, and then it was a something showing competition. But in the end, it turned out being heads or tails. And unfortunately, as per his luck previously, Mayor Goodfella didn't win. And I mean, I've been spending more time with Morty. As you can tell, I'm coming across more confident, I think, and more, what's the word Morty uses? Scheming, yes. All of my watching like Peter Pan and Rugrats and things like that have really helped me figure out how to manipulate the men in this town. And I miss, between you and me, I miss the real Phil from Orange. But Michigan Pete's looking pretty good these days. Who knows?
And scene. Very good, very good. Come on back, Michigan.
I was gonna come back as Michigan Pete.
Come back as Michigan Pete. Well, that was I enjoyed that tremendously, ladies and gentlemen. If you enjoyed that, leave us a comment in the comments, which is where you would leave a comment, and go and you know what? Let's find out about that's our show because we went another hour.
It
on
happens.
that. Yeah, I love that. So let's find out where everybody's going to be at. Let's start with Morty. Morty, where are you going to be at this coming week?
Okay, so listen, I do a show on Mondays. Every Monday on Instagram, I do it live. All right, I'm gonna put the link in the Facebook chat. It's on Socially Distant Improv on their page. It's called Ask Morty. So, you know, it's an opportunity. You could talk to me. You could come on live with me. We could just talk. I love talking to people, you know. And also check out this elkietv.com. I hear she's a wonderful character actress. You might want to check her out. Elkie TV on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram.
All
yeah.
right. Thank you, Morty. Mayor Bob, do you have anything coming up, or are you just going to be spending Thanksgiving at home?
Everybody have a safe and fun Thanksgiving.
Well, all right, there you go. Let's see, Sarah/Laura. How about you? What do you got coming up next week?
Susie/Laura.
Susie. Susie's
fine. So Laura H_improviser on Facebook and Instagram, and I guess the next time you'll see me will be December. So we'll catch you then.
Yeah. Mr. Sarton, what about you? You got anything coming up next week, or just doing the holiday?
As far as I know, I'm just doing the holiday. I don't have anything in particular planned for next week. So if I am in any shows next week, you'll be just as surprised as I am.
All right. Al, what do you guys at the Electric Head have coming up?
Yeah, I am one half of the Electric Head. We have our weekly podcast every Monday, although sometimes I forget to release it like last Monday, but hey, just catch up. We've got a few things on the go. I'm not sure what will make it out the gate first, but it might be a lockdown sitcom episode in December, maybe a Christmas episode.
Ooh.
If you want to see we've got our first episode of a lockdown sitcom on the Electric Head, or Electric Head Comedy on YouTube, which is a sitcom in which we live together, filmed in the only situation where we can't possibly get together.
All right. Interesting. And you'll find me back here next in December, because we are taking next week off. So if you're here in the States, please be safe. Don't go to see your family for Thanksgiving. That would be not a smart thing to do. Let me just be completely blunt and honest. Somebody's gonna die. There you go. I know you hate your family, and I know the one reason that you go to see them on Thanksgiving is the possibility that one of them might choke on chicken and actually die. But this time, that wish fulfillment could come true. So don't do that. We want to see you back here in December and early next year. When we come back in December, we're going to be doing a show called Your Stories. So if you would like, record a little video telling us a story and post it on the Improv Chattanooga page, and we will use that in the show. We'll play your story, and then we'll do improv based on that story. So I'll be making an announcement about that, but if you're watching, you get first notice, and you can do that. Just a 2 or 3 minute little video telling a story from your life. A true story. Don't be making shit up. That's our job, okay? True stories work best. So that's it for us from here at Improv Chattanooga. Remember, be safe. Wear a mask when you go out. And if you live here in Georgia, be sure to get registered for the January 5th runoff for the Senate races and vote early if you can. And remember to vote blue, because we have got to fix this shit. So anyway, that's it for us. Good night, everybody. Thanks for watching, and we will see you after the holiday. Bye-bye.